A case that has baffled investigators for months may have just taken its biggest turn yet. Stunning new information that could completely change what authorities believe happened to Lynette Hooker, the Michigan woman who vanished during a sailing trip in the Bahamas. From the very beginning, her husband, Brian Hooker, told investigators that Lynette fell from the couple's dinghy during a late-night ride, hit the water, swept away by strong currents, led him to paddle back to shore alone. And despite an extensive search, Lynette has never been found. But right now, Ashleigh Banfield has new reporting that can turn that entire timeline on its head. Sources tell Ashleigh that investigators now believe Lynette may have made it back onto the couple's sailboat, the Soulmate, before she disappeared. A scenario that would directly contradict her husband's account. That's just the beginning, by the way. Ashleigh has also learned that investigators believe there is evidence of a struggle aboard the Soulmate. So that raises the possibility that whatever did happen to Lynette didn't happen on the dinghy at all, but on the sailboat. And the Coast Guard also has already seized both the Soulmate and the dinghy, taken them to the Coast Guard station in Fort Lauderdale. You can see the Soulmate there in this exclusive video shot by Ashleigh's Drop Dead Serious podcast team. And investigators have also been analyzing evidence from the boat at the FBI's lab in Quantico. Now, to be clear, Brian Hooker has not been charged with any crime. He has denied any wrongdoing, and we've reached out for comment from his attorneys. But earlier today, I got a chance to speak with Ashleigh Banfield, the host of Drop Dead Serious. This is her conclusion based on these new potential details, which she, by the way, was the first to uncover. Take a look. Ashleigh Banfield, oh my gosh, so good to see you. I'm made of questions here. First, let me start off. Your sources are saying that it's possible Lynette made it back onto the Soulmate. What changed? Was it witnesses? Wow. Was it surveillance? Was it forensic material? I mean, how do we know that, or possibly know that?
And it isn't just possible, it is. The evidence is clear and defining. She made it back on board, Jesse, and she was dead on board that boat. And no, I have not been given specifics, but I can tell you this. It's not witnesses, it's forensic evidence. And you know, forensics can be so much. It can be digital, it can be biological, it can be so many things. And so I'm scraping my sources. And I've got sources from Washington to Florida to the Bahamas to even California that I'm scraping on this. And so I hope to come up with that pretty soon. But this is a game changer.
In other words, are we talking a struggle on the Soulmate? Is that what happened?
Yes. Signs of a struggle, signs of foul play, and that Lynette was dead on board. And I can tell you this, we've just broken the news. Lynette was dead before 8 p.m.
Okay, so how do we, again, what would lead that to that timeline? What kind of, is it the forensic evidence again? How do we know that timeline that before 8 p.m.?
This is such an incredible puzzle, and I've been working these sources every which way but Sunday. And I've been given that definitive statement, but they won't give me the details as to what the forensics are. I think I'm going to get those details. It's just kind of like molasses at this point, but it is, my sources are absolutely clear and definitive. She was dead before 8 p.m. and she was dead on Soulmate, which then throws the entire story of Brian Hooker out.
In other words, if these allegations are true, does that mean that he then allegedly put her on the dinghy? I mean, how does that change the sequence of events?
Right. So this is the Holy Grail at this point. What happened to Lynette? And I'll tell you, her family is apoplectic, as you would be, wanting to know, where's our loved one? Will we ever find her? Will we get remains at least? And this is the piece that I'm still working on as well. What if Brian Hooker is a murderer, and the Coast Guard Investigative Service changed this, they said it is a murder investigation, then what happened to the body? How did Lynette end up off of Soulmate, and when was she taken off of Soulmate? Because one thing we do know, Coast Guard Investigative Service has Soulmate, and they have ripped it apart. She's not on it now.
The next logical question is, how come he hasn't been arrested? Has he been confronted with this information? What's going on behind the scenes?
So I can tell you this. Originally, Brian Hooker got himself a local lawyer in Michigan. And I was curious about this lawyer, did some work, figured out she had not done a case like this before, or what was an impending case. And so he, in the last few weeks, switched, and he got himself a former U.S. attorney. And so this is now someone who understands federal law, presumably understands the severity of what Brian Hooker is likely facing. Because look, you know how it works, Jesse. You know how the feds work. They front load their investigations and then they arrest. The state level, they usually get to about probable cause and then they arrest and then they build their case for a year or two. The feds are usually ready to go to trial in like a couple of months. So you ask why no arrest just yet? This is my spidey senses, not my sources telling me this. They're getting it all put together. They're crossing T's, dotting I's, and getting like 85 to 90% of the case done before I expect there will be an indictment.
But we don't know if he's been confronted with this information and interrogated about it or anything like that.
I can tell you this. He got himself a lawyer, and it's a lawyer who's got federal experience, so my assumption is he has said, I'm not talking. But I can't tell you that for sure.
Ashleigh, just to circle back, the family. Is the family being updated about this? Are they a part of this conversation? They know what's going on with the investigation?
I talk to them every day, Jesse, and this is the hardest time for them because they feel like they're in the dark. They are getting updates as is possible. I mean, you know how it works. Investigators try so hard to continue to update families and keep them in the mix, but they can't tell them everything, and they certainly can't tell a lot. So the investigators are telling the family enough, but I guess it's never enough, honestly. So they are being updated. They're just not getting the full picture. And of course, the biggest question that they don't have answered is, where is our loved one? And that's something I'm not sure we're going to get.
That's the number one question. Listen, Ashleigh, you just gave us a lot to think about, processing that. Great to see you. Thanks for coming on. You know you have an open platform whenever you get information to come on and tell us what's happening in the Lynette Hooker case, because this is one that a lot of people are following, and clearly the family needs answers here.
I'll tell you what, the one thing I leave you with is, if Lynette was on board Soulmate, as now evidence shows, then what was that whole garbage story that we were fed, and why? Go down the timeline, later, and realize, wow, that really was a yarn that was spun.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.